Hey guys. Alright, so this video we're gonna go over a couple updates to the Prot Paladin PvP or high risk build that I put out a couple of days ago. I made a couple of gear changes. The REs and talents are pretty much the same, but I want to cover some of the updates to the gearing that I've been doing. So you guys can follow along if you are. So basically, main thing I realized is that the resilience isn't really nerfed in this in Bronzebeard. In a lot of the other Ascension servers, the resilience or the amount of damage reduction you get from resilience is like Omega nerfed, but on this server it isn't. So you can actually get quite a bit of extra damage reduction here. I think I'm only at like, yeah, like 13%, but you can get to like, maybe even like 300 resilience if you really wanted to and be like super tanky. But for now, I think just getting a two-piece of the PvP set is pretty good, because that gives you another 20 resilience, and each PvP set has double the resilience of any other kind of gear. So I got PvP rings, PvP neck, and maybe I'll get a PvP cloak. I'm not sure. Oh, we'll see. The kind of bad thing is the PvP items have really bad stats. They're only item level 57. So until I guess like the actual arena season starts and you actually start getting like higher eye level arena gear or stuff like that, it's gonna be kind of bad. But I guess you just get a lot more defense out of these items. So the offsets aren't like the rings and stuff you would get normally aren't even, it's not that bad, right? A trade-off, but like the actual main sets compared to like the heroic dungeon set is quite a lot of stats are gonna lose. So I've only gone for a two-piece. So two-piece PvP and then a three-piece, well, I mean, I have quite a few of them, but yeah, a three-piece Lightforge. I did change my sword. So there's a couple of swords that we can use. Before I was using, I think, the Hand of Edward the Odd because I had like super high DPS. And I actually really liked that. It had a really fast attack speed, so you could stack up your Seal of Corruption really fast. You can get Seal of Light, a lot of Seal of Light hits. The downside was that when I was fighting another Prot Paladin, I think, and I looked into recount after the fight, and the Retribution aura was like doing, I don't know, like 15% of his DPS. So I was like, oh shit. So in that kind of sense, the fast attacking weapon just wasn't really all that great, right? It was really nice actually against like casters and that kind of stuff, but I think overall a slower weapon might be better. I'll have to kind of see. But anyways, there's a couple of weapons that I've been playing around with. The first one here we have, it's a Worldforged one. You have to kill some elites. There's like, you can go look it up on YouTube. I think there's a video already from Shadow Meld, who's been making videos on how to get all of these REs and that kind of stuff for items and Worldforged items. So you can watch one of his videos maybe to figure out where it is. But this thing, where is it? It's like in Deadwind Pass, right? It's like this kind of a longer quest compared to other Worldforged items. You have to go find some items. But anyways, go check out the video how to do it. And you get this epic sword. The main nice thing about the sword is, first of all, it has quite a high damage per second, so 44.7. And then also it has a proc that does shadow damage. It's like kind of like Soul Reaper from Death Knights if you ever use that ability, but it puts a dot on the target, and that dot doesn't really do any damage until 10 seconds pass, and then it does like a large amount of damage. And in a lot of fights that ends up doing quite a lot of damage, about like 400 up to like 450, sometimes even 500 in PvP. See if we can find it here. It's this thing here. I mean, this is like in PvP, PvE, I think. Anyways, but it's, yeah, I don't really think I have any recounts of it, but it's like 400-ish damage, I think. Yeah, like around here, 400 per tick. And this does kind of add up quite a bit. So when you're fighting a tankier target, there's a lot of Prot Paladins out there now, so you're gonna be fighting them quite a bit. This kind of damage does add up. So overall, really like this weapon. I think this one is the one I'll probably stick with for now. And I don't have it on me now, but there's another sword you can get. It's the pumpkin sword, the headless horseman, his sword. That one is even higher DPS than this, but it doesn't have this kind of like proc, so it does kind of lose. You do kind of lose a little bit of that kind of damage there. But anyways, that's also a good choice. The Arcane Glinting Shard. I think this one is overall going to be the best in slot for now. You can get this one on Fenris Isle. So in the first video, sorry, I didn't really actually go over where you can get all of these because I was trying to do things pretty quickly, but I think we have a little bit of time on this video. So I'm going to show you. It's like right here in Fenris Isle, this thing here. Okay. And then I think that's all the, oh, and the Firebrand Librarian, this is somewhere in Burning Steppes. It's like right around here. I think it's this thing, actually. Anyways, so that is all of the Worldforged items I'm using. Do I have any more? No, I don't. I'll just quickly go over each of the items I have. I think mostly, like in general right now, the Lightforged set, the actual stats you get on the items are pretty bis. Except for the chest. This Plate of the Shaman King actually does have better stats overall, I think. And then, yeah, just Lightforge. The enchant you want on your shield is a Power Crystal Resonance. This thing is 7 spell power and a little bit of MP5. You could also go with stamina if you want to have a little bit more health, but the spell power is a little bit better because obviously it gives you a bit of damage and it does increase your absorbs. So overall, it is a better choice. And then, yeah, we just have the PvP gloves. The PvP gloves and shoulders are probably the best two-piece, I think. Like the legs and like the body armor, the helmet, you lose a lot more stats, I think, than compared to the glove and the shoulder. And then also the glove does have the extra effect of your judgments doing 20 extra holy damage. So that's quite nice. The belt, boots, and yeah, that is pretty much the build. If we take a look at the Mystic enchants, I don't think I've changed anything since the original video. I did mention I was thinking of changing this Divine Reprieve away for something else, but I actually do find myself healing a lot more in PvP, especially in the 1v1 zones, so I've decided to keep it for now. It just feels really bad without this. You're going to have 50% less healing done on your Flash of Light and your Holy Light, so it does feel really bad overall. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. We'll go quickly just cover over these, and if you want to check out the original video, you can go check out that video to see the build a little bit more in depth. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.